Art has always been more than color and composition. For centuries, painters have hidden messages, symbols, and codes in their work, creating layers of meaning for those who know how to look. Some of these hidden elements were political, others personal, and some even served as secret acts of rebellion. Today, we are going to peel back the layers on some of the world's most famous paintings to reveal the subtle details that most viewers miss, the hidden stories the artist never said aloud, but painted into history. Why artists hide symbols? Before we dive into specific paintings, it helps to understand why artists hide symbols in the first place. In earlier centuries, art was often commissioned by the church, wealthy patrons, or political powers. An artist who wanted to express controversial ideas couldn't do so openly without risking punishment. Symbolism became a way to speak without speaking. Other times, the hidden details were personal. Painters would include friends, rivals, or self-portraits in the background as private jokes or signatures. Some used certain flowers, animals, or colors to convey messages about morality, love, or mortality. Leonardo da Vinci, The Last Supper. Leonardo's The Last Supper is one of the most analyzed paintings in the world, but even casual observers miss some of its subtle clues. The most famous theory is that the figure to the right of Jesus might not be the Apostle John, but Mary Magdalene, a claim popularized by books and films. But beyond that theory, the painting contains hidden geometry. Leonardo arranged the figures in groups of 3, echoing the Christian concept of the Holy Trinity. The positioning of Jesus' hands forms a triangle, another symbolic nod to divine unity. Even the spilled salt near Judas's elbow is significant. In biblical times, salt represented loyalty and friendship, so spilling it next to Judas foreshadows his betrayal. Sandro Botticelli's Primavera looks like a romantic celebration of spring, but it is loaded with symbolism drawn from classical mythology and Renaissance thought. The central figure, Venus, represents not just love, but also moral virtue. To her right, the figure of Zephyrus, god of the west wind, is shown abducting the nymph Chloris, who transforms into Flora, goddess of flowers, a story symbolizing transformation and renewal. The orange grove in the background is believed to reference the Medici family, Botticelli's powerful patrons. Every plant, every blossom is chosen deliberately, with many of them associated with marriage, fertility, or moral ideals. Jan van Eyck, the Arnolfini portrait. At first glance, the Arnolfini portrait seems like a simple depiction of a wealthy couple, but Van Eyck was a master of layered meaning. The small dog at their feet symbolizes loyalty and fidelity. The single lit candle in the chandelier, despite it being daytime, has been interpreted as a sign of the presence of God. The convex mirror in the background not only reflects the couple, but also 2 additional figures, one believed to be Van Eyck himself. Around the mirror's frame are tiny medallions showing scenes from the life of Christ, adding a spiritual undertone to the scene. Even the placement of the couple's hands and the fruit on the window ledge have been debated by scholars as possible references to fertility, wealth, and the biblical story of Adam and Eve. Michelangelo, the Sistine Chapel ceiling. The Sistine Chapel ceiling is a masterpiece not just of painting, but of hidden meaning. Michelangelo was working under the commission of the Catholic Church, yet his work is filled with references that some scholars believe challenge or question traditional doctrine. One of the most famous panels, The Creation of Adam, shows God surrounded by angels inside a shape that strikingly resembles the human brain. Some historians believe this was Michelangelo's way of linking divine creation with human intellect. Elsewhere on the ceiling, prophets and sibyls from both Jewish and pagan traditions stand side by side, reflecting Michelangelo's interest in wisdom from multiple sources, not just one faith. Hieronymus Bosch, The Garden of Earthly Delights. Hieronymus Bosch's The Garden of Earthly Delights is one of the strangest, most detailed triptychs in art history. At first glance, it appears chaotic, filled with bizarre creatures, surreal landscapes, and nude figures in unusual situations. But beneath the surreal imagery lies a moral warning. The left panel shows the Garden of Eden, the central panel represents humanity indulging in earthly pleasures, and the right panel depicts a nightmarish hell. Many of Bosch's symbols remain mysterious, but scholars have connected certain animals, plants, and even musical instruments to moral messages about temptation, sin, and consequence. It's almost like a medieval visual puzzle meant to be decoded by viewers over time. Diego Velázquez, Las Meninas. At first, Velázquez's Las Meninas seems like a straightforward royal portrait, showing the young Infanta Margarita surrounded by her attendants. But the painting is a clever game of perspective and power. In the background, a mirror reflects the image of the king and queen, suggesting that they are actually standing outside the frame, in the viewer's position. Velázquez himself appears in the scene, painting on a large canvas. This blurring of reality and representation was groundbreaking for its time. Some art historians see it as Velázquez asserting his own importance, placing himself alongside royalty in the same visual space. Vincent van Gogh, Café Terrace at Night. At first glance, Café Terrace at Night is a warm and inviting street scene painted in Van Gogh's signature style. But some art historians believe it carries hidden religious symbolism. The composition has an almost theatrical arrangement. A central figure with long hair stands under a glowing light, surrounded by 12 other figures, reminiscent of Jesus and his 12 apostles. The large cross-shaped structure in the background strengthens this interpretation. Van Gogh never confirmed this theory, but he was deeply familiar with the Bible and religious themes, having once trained as a missionary. Whether intentional or not, the painting's composition and use of light create a subtle but powerful spiritual atmosphere that goes far beyond a simple cafe view. Why these secrets matter? These hidden symbols are not just fun trivia. They remind us that art is a form of communication. And like any language, it can be subtle, layered, and full of double meanings. The more we learn to read the code of art, the richer the experience becomes. A painting that seemed beautiful at first glance can reveal political statements, private jokes, spiritual reflections, and even acts of quiet rebellion. The next time you see a famous painting, take a moment to look beyond the obvious. Ask yourself why the artist chose a certain color, object, or arrangement. Consider what was happening in their life or in their society at the time. Great art is rarely accidental. The secrets are there for those willing to look closely. And once you see them, you can never look at the painting the same way again. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden language of art, there's a whole world of symbols, codes, and mysteries waiting to be explored. Follow for more real-life art lessons, fascinating stories, and the untold histories behind the world's most famous masterpieces.